All right, so little Chris just shows up and he asks me a question. We're sitting here looking at little Gary out with the ladies. And he goes, why is little Gary's horn so different? I said, well, he's a short horn. I said, those are all long horns. And Chris asked me, what again?
So if a short horn would breed with a long horn.
If a short horn breeds with a long horn,
does that make a medium horn? I mean,
does that make a medium horn?
Math's mathing, right?
Okay, we're just gonna move on from that, Chris. No, that would not be a medium horn. That would just be a mixed breed. Okay, we'll just call it a mixed breed.
What if one was like short and
Chris, no, listen. This is Longhorn Lester's. We take this very serious. Okay, let's be serious for a minute. I asked Chris. I says, what do you think is the most dangerous pasture? We have our bullpen over here. I'm asking you all the same question. We have all of our moms with their babies over here. We have all the teenage heifers and little Gary over there. So I'm just curious, which do you think is the most dangerous pasture for you to be in?
So, I'm debating on these two, because these ones have the mean mamas when you get.
So hold on, you're completely ignoring our bulls up front. You don't even care about Tex and Waylon anymore. They don't even count.
I give them water, they're fine, they like me.
Okay, so why do you think that the mamas and the babies might be a dangerous pasture?
Well, I know that if you get close to like a dog's puppies,
okay,
the dog starts biting you.
Okay,
I mean,
makes perfect logical sense.
Bite you, but I don't want to be in the way of its baby and it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But then this one.
Yes, this is what I want to get to, because I'm telling you right now, this is the most dangerous pasture that we have right here.
This one's got Ruby in it. Okay. And,
I love
her. As
her.
Everybody knows, Ruby loves to play.
Yeah.
Not as big as Ruby is.
Look at Ruby, they're playing right now. She's a rough girl, Chris. But Chris, you're a teenager yourself. And tell me, the most drama in your school, is it not around those teenage girls? Is there just not always drama?
Always.
I taught school, middle school, high school, and from the time a young lady turns 13 until, I don't know, I was going to say probably 25. 32. It is nothing but drama. So be careful in that pasture, Chris. Stay close to little Gary and you'll be safe. Thank you, Chris. So I want to show you all something. We've been talking a lot about little Gary, and this will be kind of an interesting video to show you. Now, listen, like the vet said, and guys, it was only one vet's opinion, but we heard the same thing from Dr. Cochran when she was here months and months earlier. So I really take that as two vets. Two vets who I trust. One who I've known for years, and we all trust Dr. Cochran. And then Dr. Shanks, even though she's new to us, and she's fairly new to Big Thicket, don't forget that Dr. Shanks has an 8-year veterinarian degree from a very prestigious university, Texas A&M. So do not disqualify her or discount her as being too new. She's too new. She specialized in large animals. So what she's done is, okay, well here, I'm going to stop talking and show y'all little Gary. So what we're watching is little Gary. And I want you to think for a minute about his desire to be, I'll just call it the protector. He wants to protect Gracie. Now, I think that you all know that's not his deepest desire, but it's one of his desires to protect Gracie. But what we're going to call that is a purpose, okay? Now, if you think that, oh, Lester, he's just being a man, well, fine, let him be a man. But you know what he's going to do? In being a man, he's going to continue to work and exercise his legs. He's going to stop laying around all darn day, which is not good for his inners. And if you know what I mean by that, people, you cannot become stagnant. You cannot be stagnant. And that was the problem in the other pasture. He's been stagnant for so long, he's lost a whole lot of his muscle development and his muscle tone, and he's just kind of beginning to, you might say, wither away. He does not have to live in fear. He's not scared over here. He's not scared of Tex. He's not scared of Waylon. He's able to move around as he chooses, okay? He can gather and graze on his grasses. He can walk up to the water trough and have him a drink of water if he wants to. He can hang out here in the shade of the summer barn. And he can also keep up with all of these young teenage girls who need someone to keep an eye on them. We'll just say it that way. They need somebody to keep an eye on them. And Gary's going to be that guy. Oh, you just need to hush it up. She wants her mama. You're not a baby. You're not a... Oh, Lord. Uh-huh. Golly gee. Oh, please. Trinity, stop. Oh, Lord. Now, friends, whenever you wean a cow, that always happens. Don't forget, she is plenty old enough to be weaned. She was born almost a year ago back over at Longhorn Lester's. You can normally start weaning your calves between 8-10 months, okay? She's older than that. She's been a big baby for a long time, and that's fine. But now Mama has a new baby. Mama has a new baby, y'all. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes and walk out back and visit with our mamas and our babies, okay? So you guys come with me. I wanted to give you a quick little heads up on what's going on with little Gary, and just kind of remind you that he's going to live here and fulfill a purpose. That purpose will not be breeding, because Gary is in fact unable to breed. And if he does, Lord help us all, because that's just going to ruin my entire Longhorn operation. All right, friends, so we're going to walk out back here and visit all of our moms with their babies. This over here is going to be known as our nursery, all right? Whereas that right there is known as our boarding school. Yeah, our boarding school. We have our bullpen. This over here is our nursery, okay? This is with all of our mamas. So all of these cows out here all have babies that they're nursing, that are being nursed right now. We're going to visit with all of them. Now, some of these babies, I'm just trying to think here. As a matter of fact, most of these babies were all sired by Waylon, but not all. Most. Hey, Marilyn. So Marilyn's baby is named Norma Jean. Now, Norma Jean is already a little bit older. She didn't spend as much time right at Mama's side as what she used to. But Norma Jean is adorable. She's right over here, the one bundled up there beside Lord Grayson. You can't really see her face from here. Next, though, she's waking up. Hey, Norma Jean. Hi, sweetie. Next to Norma Jean is Lord Grayson. And Lord Grayson belongs to Gracie. We'll make our way to Gracie a little bit later. Sliding over here to our right, looky there. That's Serenity. Hi, Serenity, sweetie. We've not spent much time with you yet, but you sure are pretty. This is Serenity. Her mom is Jezebel. Oh, there we go. There's Gracie, looking back this way, checking out Lord Grayson, her son. And then you see Prince Willie Joe, who's getting him a little bite to eat off of Jolene. So, all of those babies, along with one more, this one right over here, that is our newest baby, who, as of today, which is today is my Friday, has yet to be named. But we're almost certain that baby's going to go with the name either, you ready? Either Minnie Pearl or, look at Pearl. I love her. Or the other name is Amber Rose. So that's up for vote, and that we'll announce that pretty soon, okay? But these are all of our babies who've been sired by Waylon. All righty? All righty, those were mamas and babies, and they're a wonderful group of moms. Yes, they are. Very wonderful. Now, the babies and the mamas do have a feed buggy access. They can eat whatever they need to. That's important to us. Now, as of right now, there's still lots of delicious green grass they can forage on, but we want to also offer them some grains, which have all kinds of vitamins and minerals and all the good stuff. Now, in case you're wondering, there's a couple of more cows out here we're going to have a little peek at. Trinity's still screaming. Hush it up, Trinity! Now, the only calf in this pasture who was sired by Tex would be Jenny Lane. Guys, if that cow, if that little heifer's not... That's Jenny Lane. She belongs to Tex. And her mama is Santiana along the fence line over there. Now, there are two more Longhorns, registered Longhorns, who we have. They are Dolly and Reba. Now, both Dolly and Reba do have calves on pasture with them. They are Faith and Fancy. But these calves will not be staying with us. These calves are not ours. They were not a part of the deal that we made for Santoro, and so these calves will at some point, once they're old enough, they'll be moving along to Rancher Jake, who's the rightful owner of those two calves. So we don't mess around with that. Jake and I have a wonderful relationship. That's Rancher Jake, and we're going to be lifelong friends. He and I are around the same age. He's a dab younger than I am, but we're both at about the same place on our ranches. And we both are going to continue to have a friendship. And I'm not going to break that friendship just by being stingy and greedy over calves that were never a part of our deal. So we're not even going to have that discussion here. All right? It's a man's word is a man's word. In this day and age that we live in, it's always nice to know that a man will stand by his word. And the deal was a 4-for-1. So I have no problems feeding these babies out until they're old enough to be weaned. And then we will continue on with their moms, who will eventually go back to be bred to our bulls. We're going to talk about that right now. So you might be asking yourself that question, Lester, with all of these moms and babies and grandbabies and aunts and how will you keep up? Who will breed who? When the time comes, which will be March. In March, whenever you divide all of your cows up, you got the heifers over here with little Gary, you have all these moms here. Now these calves are going to be way too young in March to do anything. But when you divide all these cows up, who will go with who? As far as winch bulls will be able to breed with winch females. This video is running on. As a matter of fact, most people who started the video have long gone. So in saying so, if you don't mind, I will have that video coming up next. Not today. Allow me some time to gather my notes, talk to the ladies who intern for the page, the real brains behind the operation, and I will make that an entire separate video, okay? Thank you so much for watching. We love you. We're so blessed to have you, and we will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.